welcome to Drink While You Think. I don't know when this will release, but happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, Kenji.
Happy Valentine's Day, Matthew. I love you.
Love you too, man. Big hug.
I'm Kenji. This is Matthew. Welcome to Drink While You Think. Having a good week?
Good week. I remembered yesterday I looked at my calendar and I saw that I had a 5:30 meeting. I sent the guy an email and said, hey, says we have an in-person meeting at 5:30 on Valentine's Day and we're both married, so I think we should probably push this to next week. And he said, yes, we should. So
you guys are both romantics. I like it.
Yeah, we're both like, oh yeah, really good planners too.
I'm trying not to screw things up, which is sometimes that's what romance looks like after as many years as you and I have been married. Just trying not to screw up the streak that we're on.
Yeah.
Oh.
I do like you repping the short sleeve shirt on. You know it's gonna be 30 degrees tonight in Atlanta.
I had a big hoodie on earlier, but it didn't seem quite as nice. And it's my news story. It's a cool shirt, huh? News story.
Oh, that's a good one.
It's a good one. All right, what are you drinking?
Well, I'm at the office, so I couldn't steal anybody's beers. So I've got the Sweetwater 420, which I assume is on tap. So
okay, we'll make sure we still got to rate it at the end of it. I am drinking. You're probably not surprised.
Oh wow.
The Slap Fight.
Oh, are those around here?
I took them. But you don't like these. That's why I took them. We had a couple of staff take them, but one of our good buddies, Drew Smith, came in this week. He's the CFO over at Monday Night Brewing. Great Atlanta brewery that's done well. They got 2 locations in town. We did one of our holiday parties at one of them. I think last time I drank a Monday Night brew here was that one I was making you jealous with, was the that stout that had like the Mexican chocolate tequila barrel aged.
Yeah, that's
good. I'll have to go back and look at that one. That was. And they're opening up a place in Birmingham actually too. So
I haven't been able to find that Monday night one. I think you have to go to Monday night to get it.
That one, some of them you have to go right to the brewery to get them. This one you can get almost anywhere, at least if you're in Atlanta. And I think some of the other places in the Southeast. This is an IPA. It's kind of a citrusy IPA, if I remember right. But thank you to Drew. He's awesome. Every time he comes to hang out with us and talk accounting, we got to get him on this for sure. He always brings beer. What guest do not want on that? So cheers. Oh, good IPA. Not crazily overhopped. Really nice citrus. We'll go and do our usual on Untappd and at the end rank them. So okay.
Our new usual.
Yep. So let's jump in. Got some things to share with you, and I'll have you respond to these. Okay, so we'll type your. Oh, actually, let's get yours ready here. You're drinking the 420.
Well, I know the 420 is gonna be fine.
Okay, so we'll rank these later, but let's go to.
We rank them like how they should be ranked. Like I feel bad. I'm not an IPA guy.
Dude, you got to do it how you feel. People need to know how you feel about it. But we'll do that later. That's the end.
Okay.
Let's jump into first. I know nothing says Valentine's Day like this was in my inbox this morning. Happy Valentine's Day from the AICPA.
Yeah.
I don't know about you. I see this and I want to make fun of it, but then again, guess what? I think we did Did we do a Valentine promo?
Yeah, we did.
I don't know. I guess AICPA. I'm not sure. It makes me want to take 20% off CPE resources if this is what you're doing on your Valentine's Day. Then I feel a little.
But $100 off conferences too.
I like your hustle. Hey, at least you're putting something out there. I mean, we did too. But by the way, I'm going to warn you. I'm hearing. Oh Lord. We'll hear it in a second. Drum band practice for my 17-year-old starting in the basement, and it's going to get loud. So I'll probably be moving locations here. I'm just warning you. It's not bad.
I can't hear it, so you're good right now.
Okay. Next thing. Check this out. Hold on. You see this? Virtual currency, much like your famed cryptocurrency. Guess what?
Oh, wow.
You're a video game player, right? We all know what your favorite video game is.
I'm off the sauce. I haven't played Pokemon Go in a long time.
Did Pokemon Go have virtual currency in it?
It does.
I think almost every video game these days has a virtual currency, right?
Yeah.
Check this out. I mean, so I think there was some stuff about how people were monitoring this, but yeah, technically digital currency, like in Fortnite. You ever play Fortnite?
No, but I know what it is.
I would hope you'd know what it is. I played it a couple times. Not very good at it. My kids used to, and then now they think it's kind of dumb, and they think it's cool. I don't know. I don't know what's cool and what's not. But apparently, this stuff is reportable on tax returns. Now, this CNN note said, hey, it's going to take it out, like, for the meantime of the guideline. But apparently, it's still, technically, you're still supposed to report this. Now, I don't know if, like with a cryptocurrency, the value fluctuates, right? So you've got to show the gains or losses. Now,
Well,
I don't know.
when you sell it.
Yeah. But see, I don't know. I'm assuming then that someone.
Now I can hear the band.
Now, here they go. There's the bass.
This is the life of parents right here.
At least this is when all parents say, oh, but I want all the kids to come hang out at our house and have fun and have a band. And then when they start playing, you're like,
I did not want
neighbors
that.
hate us so much. I'll have to probably retreat to the upper part of the house here in a minute. May have to throw headphones in. We'll keep going. But then with virtual currency, I'm assuming that they can get this back out, right? Wouldn't that the only reason it would be reportable if you can get it back out into U.S.
No.
currency? No?
So the reason why this is interesting to me, because for cryptocurrency, like what if you're a business, you can pay your legal bill with it, right? Or your accountant with it, or whoever. And you have to take the gain loss on the spread of the US dollar.
Yeah.
Over there. So the question is then, if they earned virtual currency and they bought something, you would have like a gain loss.
Yeah.
On.
What about like, because you're using virtual currency for the band.
But they basically like they can buy
digital goods.
They can buy virtual currency online. They can buy
use your virtual currency for in-game kind of items, virtual items now.
Yeah, I think this is. I'm glad the IRS is feeling this pain.
You know who that is, by the way?
This is just silly.
You know who this guy is?
No.
You know who that is?
Is that PewDiePie or one of those guys?
Pretty good look. That's Ninja.
That's Ninja? Oh, I've heard of Ninja.
Different colored hairs. This guy makes like $1 gazillion.
Yeah, he's a top 10 YouTube earner.
I think he actually makes more than Will Lopez does, even on his. People log in and watch him play video games, and they pay for that.
I know.
So here's an idea. I think I've heard someone else float this. I think I'm not being unoriginal. What if there's an accountant's, like, streaming? You could get in and watch accountants work. You can watch them code entries, do journal entries, close them up. Would people pay for that?
Isn't that what the Friday Night Facebook group's about?
That's what Michael Lee's doing?
Yeah. So I need to get on to that. Like it's at a bad time. So I always think that would be fun live because I want to chat. Like I need to get onto that. So
how's the feedback sound coming? Now it's not so bad. You've been hearing it when it starts up though a little bit?
Yeah, I can hear the bass. It's a nice little beat. It keeps us going.
Okay.
It'll keep us paced. It'll keep us concise today. It'll be great.
I guess so. Let's see.
Do you want me to like bum bum? So what else did you have on tap for us today, man?
I'll put it on speaker, but you speak while I move.
I know what you gotta give me a question or something. I'm not gonna just talk about virtual video game currency or like why I shouldn't be taxed on my Pokemon Go coins. Man, I'd be pissed. I make a lot of coins, like so.
That'd be one way to get you off of Pokemon, right?
Man, start taxing me on all my walking. It's pretty bad.
Okay, let me see how this works. Sorry.
You're in good shape. Other than moving us around and making us dizzy, you're good.
Go on headsets real quick. Not the best of.
Dude, you made the transition. In editing, that'll be like clean, clean, clean.
We'll have to see about that. Can you hear me all right?
Yep.
Okay.
What's your next thing? What do you got for us?
I've already given you one thing already. How about a little bit of some, I think I've got teed up some accounting humor. Where do you go for accounting humor?
GoingConcern, right? Isn't that
I was just going to say, I was going to pull up. I haven't looked at it today, but I did see it earlier.
I haven't been there in a few years. I mean, yeah, I don't look for that much accounting humor now that I like my job.
Well, I think that's
Back in the public accounting days, that's the go-to place, right?
well, I think that's part of it, right? It's busy season. We're in the heart of it, or it's getting kicked off, really. So it did make me think about like all the stuff we used to go through, and so yeah, just the always making fun of things, in here. Let's see, anything look good?
You can quit during busy season. That's a good feature.
Which audit firm got fired the most?
Oh, wow.
Any guesses? Big Four firm.
Yeah, it had to be. Well, who was the biggest one now? It had to be statistically that one.
Look at this. They've got this analysis here.
I would like to see it as a percentage of clients, not as like a gross number.
Oh, I see they've got. Oh, they even like this thing even tracks like who took it from each other.
Oh, nice.
Big Four, like KPMG lost one to Deloitte, and I guess here's all the net. So it looks like net, KPMG, and PwC lost 2 SEC public company clients.
Lost 5.
That's the loser. Who's Markham? I don't even know who Markham is.
Markham's big.
Yeah, I guess so. They're showing up on here. Who's the big winner? Did anybody gain? I guess Moss Adams and RSM each picked up net 1. Everybody else was net 0. They just traded them. Them and mostly.
Well, it's not fair. Like, do you count mergers? Like, if Markham had like 3 clients bought by BDO clients, that's not fair.
Okay, here's another one. I found another place and I asked this for accountant humor.
Okay.
Do you know what Reddit is?
I know what Reddit is. Thank you.
Okay, well, good. I never know.
We have technology clients. Thanks.
You're either weird, like you either like know all about it or like know nothing about things.
Oh yeah, but Reddit's a big place for crypto.
So I was looking for something. I was trying to do some research on some gross margins and just basic metrics around accounting firms. And I was like, all right, where else can I go? I'm like, oh, Reddit sometimes is good. So I go to the Reddit accounting channel. So here's Reddit, right? And I guess we're getting into I hadn't even looked at what's pulled up. There's a Reddit accounting channel. And I thought this would be a great place to come pull up like, news about accounts. And
it's just
I looked through it. All it is like, look at that, Atlanta United. I guess I'm not in the right thread here. Hold on, let me get the right thread.
That must be your normal thread.
Yeah. So sorry for showing Joseph Martinez in a sexy pose, but Matthew and I also love Atlanta United, so I follow.
Yeah, that's a special Atlanta United thread that only 𝐿𝐾𝐫𝐞 gets, evidently.
That's only I get. What are you saying?
I'm just saying, Joseph Martinez sent you sexy pictures. I mean, just you put it out there.
It's pretty hot.
Yeah. Crappy bookkeeping. That's awesome.
I mean, I was surprised. I thought maybe there'd be some good place to come in here and kind of get some good information, but like, no, it was actually just all people talking about how bad things are. Lots of fun things about like PBC requests and clients and like this. Again, I'm just doing this completely on the fly, but if you want some good accountant humor, come look at the Just Accounting channel. It's just like, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Probably there's I saw a couple of good ones.
On it. You gotta love that.
What's that?
The Valentine with LIFO on it. That's nice.
Yeah.
I think.
Anyway. Oh boy, that's bad.
Oh, you feeling the gap in my heart?
Your audit I want this year. Oh my gosh, you feel the gap in my heart. You like these?
Man, this is brutal.
This is brutal. You would like these.
Going like the dad pun accounting channel.
Yeah, I think it's pretty bad. I mean, I guess that we should probably feel bad for all of those accountants out there that are just getting completely killed. But if you need to, take a break. Go take a look at the Reddit thread out there. All right, enough of that. What else I got for you today? This was kind of, I don't know if this is probably for accountants a little bit interesting. Do you hear about the PCAOB getting like Trump wants to go kill the PCAOB?
Oh, I haven't heard this one yet. I saw that.
So they're talking about absorbing it all up into the SEC.
That's pretty logical.
I was going to ask. I mean, you were an audit partner. I was out of audit prior to PCAOB even becoming, a thing. Should anybody care about this? I mean, apparently it's going to save billions, says the Trump, by moving it over to the SEC. Any impact on anybody besides, Big Four and the SEC companies? Anybody should care about?
I mean, maybe the PCAOB board would care because maybe they lose their jobs to the SEC board and it goes in
They
there.
do. I mean, I assume if there's cut, they're going to lose their jobs.
Two of them to come over and take over for part of the SEC stuff, but I mean, man, PCAOB.
We're fighting for news here, aren't we? Yeah, we're not.
That's pretty brutal. Are we going to talk about whether we should have private company standards too now or just PCAOB standards?
I don't know if that's a sign. If it's more, I guess, during this political times too, who knows? People are trying to do anything to kind of show that, vote for me, I'm cutting taxes, I'm eliminating waste. I don't know if that really helps. I mean, I don't know the whole reason for even creating the PCAOB in the first place. I guess that was supposed to be, I mean, it's still a governmental body, but it's still supposed to be essentially higher level peer review.
Yep.
But you miss that stuff, don't you?
I miss that stuff really bad. I told you I haven't been to GoingConcern since I left, so.
You haven't?
So it's pretty bad.
I thought I had, I think I had an article about it, but that's not that exciting. One thing I did notice also.
The two websites I stopped going to after we became partners were Glassdoor and
GoingConcern.
Concern.
You stopped going to once you made partner?
No, when I was partner, I was always seeing stuff over there on Glassdoor and going to GoingConcern. I'm saying when I came over with Acuity.
To Acuity, yeah, you stopped.
I stopped going to those two sites. So
yeah. The only other thing I think in the accounting world that I noticed was got a notice a couple of days ago, an email that QuickBooks has launched kind of their bill pay. Have you seen this? I haven't heard it get a lot of traction out there yet in the Twitterverse.
I haven't seen that.
I don't think it's.
I
thought it was maybe going to be like a white labeled, like Bill.com.
It's not, is it?
And I don't think it has all the workflow. But what you can do now is you can go into a vendor invoice and I have to go through it and click in there in QuickBooks Online that you want to pay it directly out of QuickBooks.
Yeah.
Now, and you can, I think, integrate with your bank accounts and with a credit card. And credit card gives you, there's some fees to it, but gives you some float time. It's kind of interesting. But you can go ahead right in there. Again, I don't think they've got the workflow. Like, hey, I need to go in and, modify all these. But it does eliminate a step, right? Of going, okay, I got to pay this bill. I don't have to go jump into my bank and do bill pay if you're not really using an actual bill pay solution.
We'll see if QuickBooks Intuit wants to be bookkeepers. Maybe they want to be a bank too. I think that's the next evolution of Intuit. They should have been bankers before they were accountants. Although that's just an Uber for accountants. That's not really.
Yeah. If you think about it, everybody really wants to be a bank. That's where money's made and transaction. That's where you can make some money in bank or at least in payments, things like that. I'm not sure. I don't know if everybody wants to be an accountant. I think we'd like to believe that in our profession, but
yeah. I do have some news. I don't know if we mentioned this, but our friends at Verady got plugged into the Thomson Reuters platform. So if you're one of the tax preparers, like a third of the U.S. tax returns are on Thomson Reuters platforms or the business returns. And your clients have crypto. They have a solution now for you.
I was going to say, why don't you explain what Verity's solution does?
Oh, Verity's solution, Legible is their platform for accounting, but they have a solution through their partnership now with Thomson Reuters to calculate cap gains and losses directly from your clients' currency, directly from the exchanges they have their cryptocurrency in. So the numbers are getting pretty high on people that have cryptocurrency. The IRS is cracking down on. I don't think they track the Fortnite coins, but
D coins, I think they're called. Yeah,
they track like 90% of the cryptos now on that are out there. So it's great. But
that's great.
It gets a flat file to upload into your 8949. Integrates with Thomson Reuters. It's pretty slick. I saw the demo that they're doing for the beta clients in this month. But after, I think by April 15th, you should be able to use it. It might be May. It might be for the extension. Most of the crypto guys are extending anyway.
Gotcha. I think that's certainly becoming more of a thing. So I also saw, it's great. The Verady folks we know pretty well here in Atlanta, great folks. We've been trying to do what we can to help with their ledger product, but I think it's a good product. Saw also, I think it was just announced in the last day or so, Armanino has also something crypto related as well too that will do the same thing that they just launched and announced. So they're out. They're a big firm. I think an independent firm out in California, but they're big. But they're a very kind of modern big firm too. So it's happening more and more. I mean, you're absolutely right. It is an asset. It's these digital currencies are for real, whether you play Fortnite or not.
Whether you play Fortnite or not, you're going to pay taxes. Death and taxes.
Death and taxes. That's all I got for you this week.
That's all you got for me? What else I got for you?
Keeping it pretty short and to the point. So
anything
for me? Any big, Valentine's plans now that you made sure that meeting doesn't happen at 5:30?
No, I don't have Valentine's plans. I didn't think that far through.
Geez, so you use Valentine's Day as an excuse to have a meeting, but you actually haven't used Valentine's to do something nice for your wife.
Well, involved planning with my wife ahead of time, which my wife has, I don't know if I told you this, her new job, she has 40 people that report to her.
Yep.
She has to do all of their personnel evaluations in February.
She's having fun in February, huh?
She's doing live meetings with 40 people, 1 hour long, with prep and post. You have prep.
She's got a worse busy season than most accountants do.
She's got worse February than anybody I know from a meeting perspective.
Jeez. Okay, well, do something nice for her. Do something. You're a good cook. Go make something for her tonight.
I'll probably make some food because going out to restaurants on Valentine's Day is like
the worst
nightmare.
We've talked about this before. A good friend of ours, Patrick Klein, we lovingly call PC, calls it amateur night. If you ever want to go out and just laugh at people, all the awkward dates on Valentine's Day. He and his wife, Kathy, have been married for probably 25 years, maybe more. They like to go sit at the bar sometimes, occasionally, and just get drinks and watch all the awkwardness that happens around them. That's kind of funny.
That is pretty fun.
So, well, I'm going to do that. I'm going to cook tonight with my wife because she's a much better cook than me. But I got some good salmon. We're just going to cook that and maybe open up one of those bottles of wine that we got from California.
That would be a smart thing to do. Oh, that's a good call.
I also got a card too. I got a card. By the way, they sell them on Amazon now. Love Pop cards. Those Love Pop cards are killer, dude. Those are such cool cards. So I basically just get our cards. One of our clients who was on Shark Tank. Those cards are ridiculous.
Best client ever. So they're way up
there. The best cards ever. If you ever wanted to impress them with a card, those things are freaking cool.
Oh yeah, nobody sends cards anymore. It's awesome.
So anyway.
Well, cool, man. What do you want to rate our things? Get us Untappd?
Oh yeah, let's do that.
There it is.
There it is. So come here. You can see Matthew just rated the 420 Extra Pale Ale by Sweetwater Brewery a 3. And there's a Slap Fight by Midnight Brewing by me for a 4.25. And
what's the best one? What's the highest one we've done so far? We've only done
4.25. Oh, I think
we got to go back to the ones from.
Let's see if I can see.
We went back and did the ones from last week.
The coffee stout. What did you give that? Can you see what we gave it? I can see the average. How do we know what we rated it though?
But we didn't do ones at what was the brewery we went to last week?
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I gotta go add those. I'll go look on that. I'll go add those.
So
I'll add them and we'll have to rate them separately, but we'll get them up there.
Oh, New Realm, you just give that one that's like a beer I'd drink. That was awesome. That was like a 4.9 or something for me. Oaxaca something or other. Oaxaca Chaca. So.
We have more drinks, more unique ones, more badges than we have friends. See that? Sad, no friends. Come be our friend, everybody, on Untappd.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everyone. Have a great week.
We'll see you guys.